So I did give instructions earlier that you need to open another account. And I think I even gave the specifications. So for today, um, we are going to do just that, open another account and then start trading with a profit target. And then our lesson will mostly be around that idea, the idea that now you'll have a profit target. All right. So maybe more importantly, I just wanted to just state and specify that actually in Forex, the most important thing you'll ever do as a trader is one, you have to learn to protect your capital. Okay, whatever your capital is, your goal is to protect your capital. Okay, why is that important? Well, because Forex is very, very, very volatile, and more often than not, people actually forget and get excited about making money, and they forget their number one priority. So your number one priority is actually to protect your capital. It's only after you protect your capital too that then you can grow it. So if you can't protect your capital, then there's no way you can grow it. Okay. So how do we protect our capital? And then how do we grow that capital? So essentially that will be our main topics. It almost looks like it's very obvious, I think. Okay. But then again, I've learned that sometimes it's not good to assume that people are aware or people know what it means to protect the capital. So in that journey of protecting capital, there is an aspect that, you know, you must learn or you must be willing to learn, even at this early stage. Okay. And I think you've heard about it several times intermittently, between the classes or maybe in your reading and all that stuff. Okay? And that is the whole aspect of risk in Forex trading, right? So, whereas our number one goal is to protect capital, okay, to protect capital, and then our second goal is to actually grow the account, okay. Somebody, okay, sorry, all right. So, like I said, our the one goal is to protect capital, but for you to do that, there are aspects of Forex that you must understand. And then along with the idea of protecting capital, then we need to know how to grow that account, right? If you can do these two, then you are on your way to being a professional, okay, profitable trader. Now, there is an aspect that I have not talked about for the longest time, and that is risk. All right, there's risk, and then there's the trading psychology. Okay, psychology. So these are topics that I will not get into. However, just to let you know that you cannot talk about making money in Forex without talking about risk, okay, without talking about trading psychology. All right. Now, risk for us, there'll be two elements or two aspects of it. One is by what we call the leverage, what leverage you are using, okay? And this determines a lot about your risk leverage. Okay, so that's number one. And then number two is your lot size. So these are the two aspects of Forex that almost you cannot learn or grow Forex without knowing what these things are. So what's leverage? Again, it's not rocket science, it's just from the basic word, English, of to use a lever. You know, for many of you who did physics, the idea is what can you lift using maybe a small amount of load, okay? So, for example, in physics, you are told there's a fulcrum, if this was a weight, okay? And I put a fulcrum somewhere there, and this is point A, and this is B. Well, if I push something, if I put something that has weight on A, okay, because of that distance, chances are I'll be able to lift B easily because of distance. Yeah. So this distance X and the distance Y. Assuming A and B are the same weight, okay, then A will be able to lift B. Now, in Forex, we have something similar. You are told that yes, you might not have money to trade in the Forex market, but for every 1 shilling you have, we'll let you trade 1,000 bob. Okay. So if you have 10 shillings, technically you are like somebody trading 10,000. If you have 100 shillings, like somebody trading 100,000. That is the whole idea of leverage. So when I say 1 to 100, okay, I always give you guys 1 to 100. It means that you shall be using the ratio, for every $1 you have trading, you'll be trading $100. That is the beauty of the Forex market. It allows you to actually trade more money than you actually have. I don't know if that point is clear. It allows you to trade more money than you have. Now, unless of course, your, what do you call it? Unless your broker has a smaller leverage, which means they could have 1 to 50, okay? I think 1 to maybe 5, 1 to 3, and so on. So as these numbers go down, basically the broker is allowing you less and less money to trade. And of course, you'll find that the other organizations that have even bigger, they say but when you trade with us, we'll give you 1 to 400, okay? Or 1 to 888, which means even with 10 shillings or $10, you can trade. You can trade. So the dynamics, I'll let you play around with it. But the fact is, if somebody gives you a smaller leverage, it means you're not moving a lot of money. All right. If you try to trade 1 to 400 vis-a-vis 1 to 100, making $10 in an account of 1 to 400 is going to be very, very difficult. Why? Because you're going to be making pennies. Whereas an account that has this number, you know, sorry, it's the other way around. If you have an account of 1 to 50 or 1 to 5, you're going to be moving very little money. Okay. And that is dangerous for you. So anyway, I'll let you play around with that. This whole idea of leverage, it's not really our main core because I've always specified what your leverage will be. So leverage, you know now. Okay, it's up to you to read a little more about it. Lot size, again, I've been specifying for you. I've been saying for now, just do 0.01, which is very, very important. You know, so it's just an aspect of risk. Don't worry about it. Okay, just know that we've been asking you to do 0.01. However, as you go forward, as your account grows, right now we're going to do we're going to do 1,000. As your account grows to 2,000 or even 10,000, then feel free to start playing with this level of 0.01. Actually, there's a whole lot different by the time you go to 0.02, which is what I hope you'll do on Wednesday. But today, we will stick to 0.01, and maybe I might allow you to do 0.02. Okay, it's a lot more riskier. All right, so that is as regards risk. Okay, there are those two things that you'll meet, and you know, you will not see a lot of difference, but in terms of your tradings and the output, yes, there will be a difference depending on what your leverage is and what your lot size is. Then the last aspect of trading that is very, very important, which again, our course will not get into, is the trading psychology. You know, psychologically preparing your mind in the fact that this is Forex, and Forex is very volatile. Hence, you can lose money. In as much as you can make, you can lose money. Not just money, but a lot of money. So don't trade, don't even trade live until you are comfortable with the idea of trading. Number one. Number two, that actually you've learned how to buy and sell in the market. And then more importantly, that you know the repercussion of losing. In other words, don't trade with something that you are not ready to lose. I.e., don't borrow money, okay, where you know you're actually going to lose the money. That's not good. Okay. If you must borrow, let it be like somebody borrowing for a business. But don't just go and borrow money like gambling, so you can go trade. It's risky. All right. So, but those ones, they are books for you to read. So I will skip those and go to today's challenge. All right. As regards the challenge, we will open an account. Again, $1,000 account. So I'm gonna stop sharing that. And then okay. So we will open a new account. Okay, and so in the new account, I will specify or ask you to do the $1,000. So once you have the $1,000, okay, and then it's the same thing in terms of leverage. All right, so it's 1 to 1,000. I mean 1 to 100, and it's US dollar 1,000. Please don't show me accounts open in euros and Japanese yen and all those things. Okay, I know you can do that, but for the purposes of our class, the reason why we do that is so that I can help monitor your progress. It's a bit challenging when one person is using a different currency, okay? And even when I give instructions, but let's use a particular currency, and then you come up with the exotic currency. Again, it could be your own thing, do it as a side gig, but for the purposes of the class, let's be uniform because then it's easier for me to monitor. And there is a reason why I mentioned Euro USD, okay, being the most liquid, most volatile currency in the forex currency, it is a better currency to start learning with before you go to the others. So your currency will be Euro USD. I'm sorry, your currency choice, currency pair will be Euro USD. Your account will be in US dollar. Okay. And the capital will be 1,000. All right. So what are we doing from here on? From here on, I want you to grow the account. To grow the account, it means you have to move it from being 1,000. Okay, initially our target will be 1,500. All right. You might say, but that's very easy. I can do it with my eyes closed. Say, yeah, that is true. It's very easy to say that. Okay. But for some people, this might take them a long, long, long time to do that. So how do we grow this account to 1,500? Well, simple. You plan around it. You can say you want to do it over a few days, maybe even if it's over 5 days. If it's over 5 days, it means you want to at least make $100 daily. Okay. Now we're being practical here, because this might be your account, your real account. This 100,000. This is about 100,000 Kenyan shillings. So we want to tell you, how can you grow the 100,000 Kenyan shillings? Well, you can, okay, by planning yourself. So in your mind, 100 shillings per day is like 100 over 1,000, which is about 10%. So basically, you want to grow the account maybe by 10% daily. I don't know, it's going to be your ability to grow. But the trick here is you have what we call the lot size, all right, and the number of pips. Lot size and number of pips. What is the lot size? The lot size is this number that comes here in between. Here we go. Here we have 0.01. Okay. So there's some dynamics there. If you trade 0.01, this is what happens. This is what you get. Okay. So clearly, for the purposes of our class, yes, you can show me the effect of what you're doing. You can start by either trading 0.01, okay, but then you can increase your pips if you want, okay. But I can tell you for free that the best way to start is to start lowest, so you can gauge yourself. So you start at 0.01, okay, and in terms of pip size, you come there, you make sure that your pip size is set to 2, okay, and your stop loss, okay, I think I'll bring it down to 35. Okay, there we go. Oops. I'm having a hard time saving this thing. Okay, and that is saved. All right, then you start trading. Maybe you might say, okay, fine. For this particular session, when the market is moving, I want to do maybe 100 pips. And that's how I look at my trades, maybe 100 pips. But this time, the pips, you're not so much concerned about the pips. You're concerned about the amount of money that you'll make with the 100 pips. There are some mathematics there, but I'm trying to avoid getting you into the mathematics, okay? So there's some mathematics where you know that on average, if I do 100 pips and each pip is about $100, okay? Sorry, each pip is about $10, then 100 pips will almost be what? 1,000 pips. Yeah, it's possible, okay? If one pip is $10, if one pip is about $10, then for you to make $100, you probably have to do only what? Only about 10 actually. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So I'll let you deal with the dynamics of that. But the best way to do is actually to check. So right here, if the market, okay, if you mark your last high, that and you mark your last low, remember you always mark your support and resistance, okay? And this is on a 1 minute. Then you go to the 5 minute. And you do the same thing. You mark your support and resistance. Okay. Okay, that's your support and resistance. So it looks like the market is actually on its way up. That's the last high. Okay, it seems to be ranging now. The market is kind of in a range. And this is the last low. So it is going up. All right, and we can look at the 1 hour time frame. So we use the 1 hour time frame basically to, let me remove all these things here. Viewing, okay. There's a way in which you can remove all the drawings that you have there. Okay. Okay, it's kind of messy here. I'm trying to move this thing and it's not opening up for me properly. Okay, anyway. So if you look at the 1 hour time frame, okay, the market seems to be going up, but for a while there, okay, on the 1 hour, it has reached a high, it's consolidating here, and then chances are it might go up. But like I said, you may have to go to the small time frame before you know exactly what's happening. All right. So, but given this, you go to your small time frame and you enter your trades. So you go to a small time frame, that's 1 minute. And yes, the market is going up. Okay. Well, I guess in the 1 hour, it's temporarily going down, but we expect it to go up. So if it's going up and now it's coming down, as you can see, we say that's where we enter. We enter the trades when the market, okay, seems to be temporarily coming down. So I'll enter my buys. And again, I've done my math in my head. If I want 10, 2 pips, so I come here and hit this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Well, I think I went overboard. Okay. So you can literally, I think I'm just going to remove some trades here. But for you, you're not allowed to remove. Once you put them in, remember it's going to affect your balance. I don't want you to affect your balance. Okay, so take the trades carefully. Now, I've taken 10 trades. Each trade will give me 0.2. You see, 0.2 profit, which means times 10, that will only be $2. So of the 10 trades, I'll only make $2. So that's not what you want. You want to make $100 at the end of the day. So we have to come back here, okay, and adjust the lot size because we still want to take 2 pips. So if you multiply this by 10, it gives you 0.01. So let's do 0.1. Okay. So now let's see what happens if I take 10 trades. All right, I'm going to take 10 more trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oops. It tells me that I don't have sufficient funds, but that's fine. Okay. For $1,000 account, you might not be able to use anything more than 0.1. Okay. So, but this time, however, each trade you took was actually $2. Each trade you took was $2. And like before, it was 0.2, which means $2 times 10 will give you $20. So you see the logic, you see the math I'm trying to get you into. It means that if I can make $2, and this account will only allow me to take 10 trades of 0.1, then I can only do $20 at a time. So if I want to make $100, what do I have to do? Well, it looks like I have to do this thing 5 times, right? Simple logic. So this lot size of 0.1 allows me to take 10 trades. Or rather, the value of each trade is $2, 2.0, which means I need 10 trades to give me $20. If I want $100, well, it looks like I have to do this 5 times, okay, at 0.1. Now, if I multiply this by 2, if it's a 0.2, well, that will probably give me $4 per trade. If it's $4, so then all I have to do is maybe multiply it by what? 25 by 25, and that comes to 100. So play around with these dynamics. Play around with them, okay? But don't go beyond 0.2 because you might not be able to take all the trades you want. My suggestion is 0.1, or if you're not very confident, go back to 0.01. And that will take you longer. You'll take very many trades. Ultimately, what do I want? I don't care what you do here. All I want to see is if you can make $100 today. Is it impossible? No, it is possible. And how do you do that? Use a lot size of a higher lot size of 0.1. Okay, and each time you do it, you know you'll probably get like $20. So you have to do 5 setups. Okay, I'll stop there. Wait and see if you have any questions, because by the time we reach for the next class, I want us to go to a higher capital. Okay, remember, this time you are doing your trades, but you are looking at the monies so you do not lose your monies. All right, and that means trading while you're looking at this bottom figure down here, okay, the net P&L. Any questions? Is this difficult? As you can tell, there's no tricks, there's no particular skill needed. Okay, we're just shifting numbers. And the rest of your trading journey will just be a numbers game. Okay, you know that if you multiply, there are many ways of achieving 100. You can do 10 times 10, which gives you 100. If you want to do 10 trades, well, you can do that if you have a big account. Okay? Or you have a small account, it can be 20 by 5. All right. So I'm talking about the leverage times the lot size. If you must use a small lot size, in this case 0.01, you know you can only do maybe what 20, 50 trades, but 50 trades at 0.2 will only give you like $10. So you have to do that like 10 times. Well, 10 times can be tiring. So if you scaled up to 0.1, then you know that 0.1 will probably give you $2 at 2 pips per trade, which is much better. So then you have to do it almost what 50 times. You can break that into setups. With the first setup, you have 10, second setup, 10, and so on 5 times. So it's up to you. I will not micromanage you when you're trading it. All I want is at the end of the day, I want you to send me a statement showing you've made $100. Don't lose the money. We call it blowing the account. Don't blow the account by being greedy. Be realistic. It's better you do many small trades than all at once. Okay. Any questions? We still have 2 minutes. So now I don't care about your pips anymore. The pips are good. I know you know how you can make them, but now show me you can make the money. Be systematic. Make the money. Show me the statements. Okay. So by the end of the day, I want you to go to your history. Okay. And then click on statements. Print a statement, rather the same way we've been doing it, and then send it to me. This time we have a goal, we have a target. All right, we have less than 2 minutes before the class ends. For those of you who had promised to clear up your school fees, I bet today is end month. So you do your part. All right, seeing no questions, I guess we can call it a day. Feel free to ask me any questions during the course of the day to get stuck. Whatever you do, show me you can do this. There's nothing you don't know. You can do this. You can do the $100 with your eyes closed. And if you can do this today, tomorrow I'll give you permission, or rather you have my permission to double the account, to start with $2,000. Okay, just show me you can do 1,000, and you'll find that doing the 2,000 one is even easier. And as you grow, you know, deeper and deeper, you'll find that it's easier and easier and easier to grow an account. Okay, have a good day, and we shall see you in class on Wednesday. Okay, goodbye.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, karibuni.
Thank you.
All right. Karibuni.